Josh Darrow, Larry Bluestein.
Right there, baby. Right there. Wear it proud.
AutoNation. Right here, bro.
Always.
Gunned up.
You're always gunned up.
AutoNation Gridiron report here on SouthFloridaHighSchoolSports.com. As we kind of hit the first third of the season, we're going to take a look at some teams that have performed well both in Broward and Dade County. We'll start in Broward County, and a team you're familiar with, the personnel you're familiar with, staff you're familiar with, and so far they've put up huge numbers, and that is the Cardinal Gibbons Chiefs.
Wow. August, September, part of October, the last 3 years are 17-0. What does that tell you? And they've only made the playoffs once. So this means that this year they need these games, Josh, to, while they're going unbeaten and Peyton Bender is throwing here and there and everywhere, and their defense is playing well, they have to kind of store this up in the bank when they're playing the tougher teams, which is going to happen in the next month. Yeah, they got Jackson on the road. They host American Heritage Plantation. Those are the two key games. Key West as well, they got at home. But no surprise that they're getting off to this good start because they do this every year. Now, when they get to that 8th game, then come talk to me.
All right.
I tell them.
We'll do that again. Hear that, Mr. Morrill? Coach
Yes.
Morrill?
Yes.
The Buck?
Yeah, especially
Heed these
Buck.
words of advice.
Especially the Buck.
All right, in the 8A, one of the 8A districts, we think Deerfield Beach probably the team to beat.
Yes.
But a team that might be knocking on the door, a team that probably most people aren't familiar with or even know too much about, but they certainly have enough talent, would be Monarch.
Yeah, well, they do. We saw them during the summer, and, it was kind of strange that we saw them against Cardinal Gibbons in the spring, and they really didn't look good. But they didn't have everybody.
None of them played.
They didn't have really anybody in the lineup. Plus, they didn't have Michael Harris, who, a junior quarterback at 6'1", 175, has come in there and just really taken everything by storm. But when you have the weapons that he has to throw to, and I'm not mentioning any Sean Burgess-Becker type names or Calvin Ridley, but pretty decent 2015
Don't leave out Ronnie Hoggins
or
Jr.
Ronnie Hoggins Jr.
That's showtime, primetime, game time.
Look at you, man. You know that.
We gave Hoggins, the other two had dubbed themselves that. We had to give Hoggins his name, so he became game time.
And his brother certainly did some good stuff.
Hoggins.
Last year.
He's on the Mr. Larry Bluestein
Hall of
watch
Fame
list.
already. Yeah, he's right in the mix. But when you take a look at this team, again, they have a chance, a very good chance. And I know that Coach Davis wants to take it one game at a time. But to be 7-0 going into that Deerfield game, wow, that'll
that might have South Florida High School Sports written all over it.
I have a feeling that may bring us all up.
Yeah, you got it. All right, so there we go. A couple teams in Broward County knocking it out here in the early part of the season. Cardinal, Gibbons, and Monarch. For Larry Bluestein, I'm Josh Darrow. Another edition of the AutoNation Gridiron Report here on SouthFloridaHighSchoolSports.com.